never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Astrology for Mystics with Jen. Thank you so much for joining me. I am going to be getting into the astrology, but first, let me welcome everybody in. Please hit that thumbs up. This may not be a very popular live stream today because it's not filled with a bunch of stuff. It's going to be about astrology and the things that I saw coming, the things that are here. And yeah, we're going to get right to it. So hello, welcome in. For those of you that are in the bushes, hello, Jelly Bean, Cree Design, Lovable Mama Bear, Jeff, good to see you guys. I've got some things I want to discuss before I get into the astrology, and that's Iran or Iran, however you want to pronounce it. And the things that are going to be coming our way are prevalent to this conversation that we're going to be having today with the astrology, because the astrology has been showing that through July, it's very, very intense, almost life altering. So let's get right to it. This is called Your History Books Lied About Iran. And let me go ahead and put that I'm going to put it in the description once the video is, no, I've already done that. I already put it in the description of this video, but I'm going to go ahead and drop it again because this matters. Okay. This literally matters right now. So let's get right to it.
My family's Persian. We came from Iran in the 70s. I have family in Iran that were impacted by this. I woke up this morning and I had to look up at the school my nieces go to is the one we bombed. So, fucking insane. It's not, but you know when you wake up in the morning like this. Especially the extent that we're bombing Iran. I don't know if tomorrow I'll find out that my uncle's dead or my nieces are dead. So.
We've heard a confusing mishmash of arguments from the Trump administration about why they want to wage this war. One of them is for supposedly liberating the Iranian people.
I bet you Iranian people are quite upset with the regime. My family in Iran doesn't like the regime. But what Iranians distrust more than their own government is America.
But if there's one country that Iranians trust less than their own government, it's America.
And it's America. So this is important because what we are going to be fed online, what the propaganda is so different from what reality is. And this has gone on throughout all of time. What we are told and what is really going on is two different things. And it's a control of the mind, the weak mind, the not so centered mind. It's always been this way. It's always been this way. But more and more people are beginning to wake up that this is the reality that we live in, right? Let's continue because he's going to bring up Charlie Kirk here in just a second.
This is exactly what a certain someone was warning about just a few short months prior to being taken out by a furry.
Wouldn't the world be better off if the Ayatollahs went away and replaced by something better? Wouldn't Iran be better off? It's time to close the chapter on the Iranian Ayatollah and his henchmen. Let's close that chapter soon and start a new chapter in the Mideast, one of tolerance, hope, and peace.
Okay, that sounds good, but that's pathologically insane. I'm sorry, it is. How do you know it's going to be better? Yeah, the Ayatollah is awful, but maybe he's one of the few guys that can keep that country together and not have a 90 million person civil war. Lindsey Graham is so consistently out of his mind, it's hard to even comprehend. Iran is hugely diverse. It is a massive country. Do the people agitating for war even know that? Because be clear, regime change is war. Just to understand, regime change is not like changing the head coach at the Chicago Bears.
Right.
It's not how it works. It's not like a clean transfer. Typically in the Mideast, it's very messy, creates a quagmire, and then there is civil war. Do you understand how large Iran is? It's massive. It's a very big country. It's mountainous. It makes Afghanistan and Iraq look like a cakewalk. Just look at this beast of a country with all the different regions, all the different dialects, if we could put that up on screen. And then you have a major refugee concern of Mohammedans that will come to Europe and endanger more Christians and Jews, and Mohammedans that will come to America. No, that is wrong.
So yeah, he is no longer here to say these things now, but
Hey, Orb. Hey, Orb Attraction. Good to see you, honey. So this is where I'm going to set the stage for this live, okay? Because what we are told and what is really going on is two different things. Okay? Two different things. And like Charlie said, Iran it's massive. It's a massive country. Israel is just a dot on the map compared to Iran. And I'm wondering if we need to start calling this country the United States of Israel, because that is really what is running this country. Is the money, the power that is inside this country, and it has been for decades. For decades. The United States of Israel. I mean, let's just go ahead and start saying that that's really what this country is, because it's not being ran appropriately by those who are born and raised here in America. So it is what it is. The other video that I wanted to show you is one that I did a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Iran Under Pressure, or Iran, however you want to pronounce it. And I'm just going to quickly gloss over this one. I'm just going to gloss over this, okay? There is something certainly building around Iran. And if you're paying attention, you can see it. There's a tonal shift happening. The volume around Iran is rising, and the conversation is intensifying. This was 2 weeks ago. The rhetoric is sharpening. So 2 weeks ago, I put out a video on February 23rd. Mercury will be in its shadow phase. So February 23rd is when I began to see this shadow with conversations that aren't quite clear. And you can see the president in the middle, grinning from ear to ear. We got Saudi Arabia, and this is also the business. This is about the business. Hey, peace, love, Jeeps. Glad you made it. It's about business. It's about oil. It's definitely not about our safety. And let me tell you something. When they tell us that we need to be prepared for, attacks coming from the quote terrorists, that would be not from outside. No, that's going to be from the inside. I promise you that. And I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show you the astrology of it. And it will sit on Iran's lowest point at home, the root, the family, the genealogy, the internal foundation with the presidency. A lot of media is going to be surrounding Iran on February 23rd. And when Mercury shadows the root of a nation, it signals intensity with the media, things that we don't see, things that are foggy. Right, because what was happening is Trump was meeting with Netanyahu. Trump was meeting with leaders from Saudi Arabia. Trump was meeting with this one and that one, and they were planning. They were planning. And it has nothing to do with securing the country, securing the world from nuclear threat. It has nothing to do with that at all. A lot of things that will be coming back from the past. It signals a story that will unfold in stages. What's said first will not be the final version. I can promise you that. Because Mercury is going to come back here. There's going to be a lot of revisions, reframing, returning. And this isn't a one pass transit because as Mercury comes back and sits on that IC degree again on April 8th, 2026, it will signal a major shift for Iran. So late February opens up this narrative, and March is going to intensify it. The information that comes these guys right here that you see, these men in suits, these men that I'm showing you that are in suits that are huddled up together, just smiling and everything, they are the biggest cartel ever. A lot of pressure. And we can already feel the split. We can already see it with the publicity. And that is definitely Mercury in its shadow at the root of home of Iran. And so now we add the layer of Saturn into this because the South Node of Fate is going to sit on Iran Saturn in Virgo. And that's coming
March
up. And that's what I
14th.
want to show you guys. Okay, so that is what is coming up. Iran's natal Saturn is at an 8 degree. And right now, the lunar nodes are at an 8 degree. Okay, so I want to show you guys this. Let me go ahead and open up the entire panel. And like I said, it's good to see you guys. I just had dental work done yesterday. I'm a little, I'm all right, but I'm a little groggy, I guess you could say. So let me go ahead and share my entire screen. We're going to get on with this because, man, the things that I've seen in past videos and past lives for March are coming. They're here now. So the end of February, right? The end of February and the 1st of March. This is when I was seeing things really start to pick up. Forget about the Epstein files, forget about Nancy, forget about all of that stuff, right? Because now we are going into a new paradigm shift. What they don't want you and I to be talking about. They want us to be talking about Iran. They want us to be talking about the fears. They want us to be talking about everything that they are going to present to us. And it's all propaganda. It's all just complete BS. Complete BS. So right now, the lunar nodes of fate are at a 8 degree and 53 minutes. So right here, the south node is at an 8:53. The north node in Pisces is at an 8:53. So this is in the 8th house. That's what we're viewing it as of right now. South node is in the 2nd house. It's about money. It's about the money. Money. We have just expanded in Virginia. So anything, any people in Virginia that would be military They are probably deployed. We have probably deployed more from Virginia. Today, there is a letting go of communications, and they're weighing us down. They're weighing us down. It's about oil, it's about how we bring in money. So we can look at the stock market, right? We can look at the stock market and we can see that we are having a huge shift when it comes to letting go with these communications that have to do with Iran and Cuba. Cuba, Cuba. So let's look at that. Let's look at that right now. I'm seeing so much right now, Jesus. Let's look at Cuba and see what's in the news right now today. And look at that. Senator Lindsey Graham, he's already talking about, says Cuba is next. Cuba is next. All eyes on Cuba. Next country on Trump's radar after Iran are numbered. Their days are numbered. The true, the false, and the dubious. What we know about Cuba boat shooting story. So you see that the United States and Cuba have a relationship that is in their natal chart. And this relationship that they have, there is a lot of betrayal today with this relationship with Cuba. Lots of betrayal. Because that's what Sedna is all about. She's about betrayal. And it's with the communications. Okay? So we can see that. We can see that there is a strained relationship when it comes to Cuba. We're not even, claiming glory or anything with Iran. We're already talking about Cuba. And a lot of people are saying, you know what? Maybe the United States needs a regime change. Maybe Israel needs a regime change. We cannot continuously do stuff like this. We are going against international law. We are going against humanity. We are not scared of Iran. This goes much deeper. Goes much deeper. So what else are we seeing? We are also seeing the United States, the oil. Let's look at the markets, the stock market today, because yesterday and today, it's not good. Dow is falling. Dow sinks 300 points. Oil prices jump. Stock market down again today. Why Plug Power stock defied the down market today? Stock market today, March 3rd. U.S. stocks collapsed 2%. Trump's Iran invasion. This is what they do. This is what the biggest cartel does, is they play games. They play games with the money market as well. Okay. That's what they do. The World Economic Forum is definitely in transit today. So is the DARPA. So we have defense intelligence. We've got a lot of intelligence that is being used in this war, in this proxy war, what have you. Tomorrow, well, all day today, actually, all day today, there is a major transformation with Netanyahu. This 422 is where Netanyahu, and if we go back to the Nancy Guthrie case, her son-in-law, Tomas, he connects to Israel through this degree. So all day today, he is in transit. All day today, there is a major transformation that has also taken place with Netanyahu. Interesting, isn't it? That they have this connection. It's a 422 in both of their charts. No matter what time Tomas is born, he has that. And it's about the physician that brings enlightenment about the law, relationships, balance. There is a lot of expansion of things of the past with Nancy. I can see this. Nancy Guthrie has this 1510. So does Luke. They have this 1510 that is a lot of warring. And so I can see that there's past relationship with the law enforcement, with the attorney. And we know that Luke and his attorney and his mother spoke yesterday. So I'm seeing that. I'm also seeing Nanos. Nanos and Annie, they both have a 204 in their chart. Nanos is way down, and there is a Saturn. Annie's Saturn is a 204, so he's way down with the evidence, and she is having limits and obstacles with the evidence right there. So they are not out of the woods just yet as far as the transits are concerned. We see that Mars has just come into Pisces. So Mars in Pisces is about things of the past. It's about the vehicle. It's about a missile. It's about anything that is traveling. It could even be a drone. It could even be a drone. Hey, Janet, good to see you. Hey, lovable mama bear. Good to see you guys. So we have a lot of people that I'm thinking about, right? That we're talking about, but at the same time, right now, right this moment, there is a darkness, a disordered aggression when it comes to the FBI. And this is in the fifth house of kids. And the dark moon is reflecting a lot of disordered aggression when it comes to the FBI, the law. Could be about, prisons and hospitals, things of the past. But guys, this is picking up. It's picking up steam, it's picking up intensity, and I'm going to tell you something. Excuse me. I wrote it all down. So I wrote, and I'm going to go ahead and record all of this, because this is what I've been seeing for March 2nd through the 11th of March, and it's a lot, okay? We've got Virginia, Israel, Missouri. We've got the Treasury Department, the FBI, Kentucky, Colorado. We've got Tommaso, right? We got Annie, Mexico, Oklahoma, Iran, Minnesota, DARPA, Florida, Vladimir, Texas, New York, Chile, Elon. Lots of solar weather would appear it's gonna pick up this week. Turkey, Lebanon, Qatar, Jordan, Kuwait, the CIA, military operations, Utah, Homeland, Saudi Arabia, and the DIA. There's a lot of fate with the DIA that's coming up. This is intense, guys. And the intensity, what we are seeing here, it concerns me because this is in the fifth house of kids. Like schools, children. And I'm definitely concerned because what we are going to be told versus what is actually going to be happening and who is responsible, that is not going to be truthful. Mercury in Pisces is in retrograde, okay? Mercury right here is right next to Venus. Okay, so we got the sun. And the other thing, too, is what we're going to see is as the sun moves closer to Mercury, because Mercury is coming down in degree and the sun isn't. The sun is moving toward Mercury. And what this is called is a cazimi. It's like a combustion of the sun. March 7th. So March 6th and March 7th appear to be pretty intense. Pretty intense. So let me go ahead and move it to that day, which let me go ahead and actually let me do this. Let me go into Dubai. Let me see. Was it Dubai? Yeah. These countries, guys, I really feel for these people that are living in these countries. Let me look at Dubai real quick. Yep. So what we're going to see is we're going to see the dark moon. The dark moon is going to come to the fourth house of home in Dubai. The dark moon is going to sit on their sun. Okay. Not good. Not good. these countries are what they do, you know? What did these people of these countries do to deserve to be blown up? This is a major problem. This is a major problem I'm having. So we have the dark moon that is going to be coming to Dubai and how they shine internationally. International flights, it's over. Is there going to be planes that are going to be shot down filled with civilians? This is it's not looking good. Let's see. India is definitely going to be we are going to be talking about India as well. Let me see if Missouri has been showing up a lot, and I don't, and so I've been watching the earthquakes to see what is happening because Missouri seems to be showing up a lot, and I know we have a lot of military military stuff in Missouri, but I don't know what this is about. So let me go back. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. I need to look at Turkey. So let's go ahead and dole this out with Turkey because I'm definitely concerned about Turkey. Let's go ahead and look at Turkey right now. I would say within the next 4 days. The next 4 days. And I'm thinking too, guys, that there's going to be a blackout. I don't know if it'll be just in other countries, if it'll be here too, but there's going to be like this blackout. Yeah. So the dark moon, what I was seeing is the dark moon at an eight. Well, it's at an 8:11 now. Let me get these transits up to right now. And the DARPA stuff has got me concerned because what sometimes what we see isn't really what is there. Like, okay, so like take Charlie Kirk, for example. That was a whole DARPA type of military operation with Charlie Kirk. We talked about that on this channel a gazillion times. Saw it the night before it happened, didn't even know who Charlie Kirk was. That was a complete new type of weaponry. We've never seen that before that was used on Charlie. And it was not somebody that didn't know Charlie. Okay. It was definitely the people that were showing up in that chart with Charlie was Elon Musk, Donald Trump, and Netanyahu. And that's coming back up. That's coming back up. And when you see that, when I see it, and I'll let you know this is the day that we're going to be watching this because there's some serious shit that can go down when we have all of them in transit together. It's not good. It's not good because you're talking about the biggest cartel ever just hanging out together, doing bad things. So, Turkey transits right now. So, we do have, let's see. Yeah, see, I keep looking at these countries and I'm like, okay, in just a few days, it's going to get surreal. It's going to get big, 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 big. So this 811 that's in transit right now with the FBI, there's other countries that have it, and I'm going to be showing that to you. But when this 811 comes to this 821, it's going to make contact. It's going to activate something, right? It's going to activate a fate with Turkey. And I'm seeing things that are definitely going to be going on in the sea, not just on the ground. Definitely on this in the sea. There's things that are going to be happening to the USS, one of our ships, one of our naval ships. There's something going on with it in the coming days. So I'm also seeing Tomas. Tomas is in transit big time with Netanyahu. It's the craziest thing to see him and his connections to Netanyahu that are in transit all day today, all day. 436. Pluto has already transformed them, other people's money. So in just a few days, there's going to be a major breakup with the values of Turkey. It's just not here yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I can promise you that. Let's see, what else did I see? Who were the countries that I saw? I'm concerned about Kentucky. I'm concerned about Kentucky. I know that the 101st is there, Northern Tennessee, Southern Kentucky. I'm concerned about them and the days to come. It could be, it could just be that there's weather that's going to be, and that's what I'm seeing, but no. The other thing that I'm noticing is that where Donald Trump rises, he rises at a 2955 in Leo, and that rising degree is definitely that connection that Turkey has with Donald Trump. So it's about the publicity, it's about communications with Turkey and the past. Anything that has to do with the past with Turkey and Donald Trump is where that moon is connecting. So there is definitely a Trump connection. There's an FBI connection with Turkey. You say, well, the FBI. Well, yeah, the FBI, you know, the other cartel. We can see that eventually this shakeup with Palace at a 1227 is going to come right here. Going to shake things up with Turkey. And it's going to shake it up with the international waters, with groups. It's going to shake things up. This 821, though, that there's this connection with Turkey. There's this connection with Turkey and Elon Musk. Elon Musk and Turkey. What is their connection? Let me look. Hey, Army Vet, good to see you. Turkey and Elon. What is that? What is their connection with Turkey and Elon? What is it? Hey, Cinderella. Heavily with Elon to establish a Tesla factory in Turkey, while also exploring cooperation with SpaceX for satellite projects and AI development. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So that's it. That's it. That is their connection that is fated. Turkey is fated with Elon. And that moon that they have is representative. It's representative of the communications with Elon and Donald. Makes perfect sense. Okay. So that's what that is. That's exactly what that is. The other thing that I'm noticing is tomorrow, even tonight, tomorrow, there is going to be a transformation. Pluto is at a 436 in Aquarius. Well, it's going to be making contact and activating this Chronos. So it's about the 11th house, how we bring in money, how Turkey's going to bring in that money, honey. It's going to be transformed for the future. Going to be transformed for the future. Assets, money, okay? That's it. There's going to, and Pluto is a 24-hour transit, so it's going to be activating that Chronos all day for 24 hours, all day. It's going to be activating that. So we're going to see this all day tomorrow. It'll probably start tonight. We can already see it in orb, right? Turkey has a connection with a relationship with Netanyahu. That 1911 is Netanyahu all day long. In his chart, it's in 1911. He has a relationship, and that's Turkey. I don't know that this is, like I said, this is the things that we hear, the things that we see. It doesn't necessarily mean that that's really what's really going on. It just doesn't. So let's look at it. Let's look at something. Let's look at someone else here. Let's look at Dubai. No, I've already looked at Dubai. Let me look at Jordan. Jordan and Lebanon. Let me look at, hold on. Let me look at Lebanon first. Lebanon. Let me look at Lebanon real quick. I definitely see Lebanon in the transits for the 7th. This is, so what I'm seeing, guys, is it's a lot of intensity that is still to come. It's going to come on the 6th and the 7th. There is a lot. Okay, so tomorrow as well. So we see Turkey tomorrow. We see Lebanon tomorrow. There's going to be a lot of energy. And again, this is showing up in the 5th house of kids, and I don't like that because it's about children. It's about school. Children and school. Lebanon has, why is it that I keep seeing Missouri pop up? Lebanon has a connection with Missouri. Lebanon actually has a connection with Florida. Definitely has a connection with Arizona and Miss Arizona. Miss Thang, Erica Kirk, Lebanon and Erica Kirk, really? Lebanon and Erica Kirk in Arizona. Interesting. Okay, I'm not going to get stuck on that. Right now, Jupiter is expanding, making contact with the flame of life, with the communications. I wonder if Lebanon still has lights. What's going on with Lebanon right now? I was afraid of the Iran, that attack, because the 5th house of kids is where it was showing up. There was an opposition to the position with Iran when they struck. And when they struck, if I remember correctly, it struck the 5th house of kids, and that's why I'm just really upset about this. Israel advances in Lebanon and seizes more land as Hezbollah fight. Okay. Time for Lebanon's all this Hezbollah and all this, terrorist groups and stuff like that. Come on, they're the United States and Israel. We've set them there. Please give me a break. I don't believe none of that crap. United States shuts embassies down after drone attacks, which we saw that coming. You can see that. You don't even have to know astrology to see that coming a mile away. Embassies. Trump says new leadership hit as Israel targets Lebanon. So Lebanon is definitely being targeted in a big way, and we can see that. I just wonder if they have lights, if there's about to be blackouts, because Jupiter is in Cancer and it's expanding. It's expanding the communications. There's a flame of life. People are dying there. People are dying. And that's what I'm seeing. Hold on. Hold up. Let me pull up March 7th. This is going to be the day. One of the days. Okay. One of the days. I think it's March 7th. Nope. Nope. When was it? 2459. It's going to conjunct. Those two are, let me see. Oh, it's the big day. It's the big day. Okay. So the big day. Let me get that one. Right there. March 18th. Let me see. Yes. Okay. So what we're going to see, guys, let me do this hours, is March 18th. This is Lebanon, FBI, in a big way. The physician, Apollo, for me on March 18th, it's going to oppose my physician. Let's see. It's going to be right here, March 19th, 2 a.m. This is definitely a time period to watch. Let me show you why. Let me show you. So March 19th and Netanyahu, let's go ahead and look at him first. So Nettie is on the left, and the transits that I'm talking about are going to be on the right. And I want you to see something. He rises at a 956 in Sagittarius. He rises at a 956. I've got his birth chart at a 956 in Sagittarius. And look, the dark moon is approaching this degree. It's already in orb. It's making contact. There it is. A lot of disordered aggression. China and Netanyahu have this 458. That 458 is going to make contact. Pluto is going to make contact with Uranus. It's going to shake people up, going to shake friendships up, partnerships up. And this is going to shake China up. Whatever is happening during this period of time, March 19th, it's going to shake them up. It's going to shake him up, and it's going to shake China up. Okay? There's going to be a conjunction here in the third house of communications. Right here in Aries. We've got a 2459 times 2 in Aries, okay? And I'm going to jump back and forth. Hold on. 2459. So let's pull up Lebanon again. For March 19th. Her mother's maiden name is Abbas. It doesn't surprise me that she would be connected to Lebanon. It does not surprise me one bit that she is connected to Lebanon, Jaywood Mimi. It does not surprise me a bit. Okay, guys, so here it is. So Lebanon is now on the left, and we're seeing this on the right because this right here, Chiron and Eris, the goddess of war, they're going to conjunct. They're going to be in conversation. There is a lot of pain here when it comes to the war and the limitations of Lebanon and their leader, the government of Lebanon. And it's not just the government. It could be anything having to do with communications. Anything having to do with communications. This is a big time period for Lebanon, for China, for Netanyahu. I mean, this is a big time. There is going to be a flame of life that is going to be ignited with groups right here. This 143 has just left the 142. Remember who has the 142? That is definitely the FBI's connection with Turkey. So Lebanon and Turkey are going to be having a lot of action, if you will. Lots of action. And the action with the values of Turkey and children. Schools. This is big. Big time period we're in. Or some mashed potatoes. Jeff's about to go to the store and get me some mashed potatoes. So the AI, Sue, the AI is, I'm working on a video this morning about that, and I stopped doing it because I wanted to do this live first. because I am going to be bringing in the AI, and it's not something that I don't think that it's something that people are really thinking about. But I wrote about it years ago, and I feel like we need to be talking about that more. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about doing that. So we come back to today, and if we're looking past today, and we're looking at, say, you know, the 19th, the 18th, going to be pivotal moments in the world. Because when Charlie was shot, and I told you that Charlie was shot, and there were things that were happening with Netanyahu, with Israel, with Trump, Elon, this same type of energy is when it comes around, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. So let me show you that day. Let me show you that day too. There'll definitely be things going on the 6th. Huh. It'll definitely be going on the 6th because Netanyahu is all in this transit. Again on the 7th, the 10th. Hold on, let me get to it. Oh, here it is. Huh. March 11th. March 11th. This is a major opposition for Elon Musk. March 11th. Whew. March 11th. And it is this energy right here with Pluto, this 448, that that was in transit when Charlie Kirk was shot. And we see that the Jupiter in Cancer is now at a station. So Jupiter in Cancer is going to station. What we're going to be seeing is that there is a lot of action on the 11th. But the action that has taken place on the 11th is coming from the 10th. It's coming from the 10th. Because the moon in Sagittarius is, again, I'm seeing that 5th house. And I don't think that it's just going to go back to the 5th house of kids with Iran. I'm concerned that there's going to be other things that are going to happen with schools. I'm seeing Minnesota in this transit, other countries, but this 448 is big. It's a big one. There's a divine justice when it comes to Charlie Kirk. So it could be other things that are going on about Charlie Kirk, and maybe they will actually start bringing Elon Musk into that because he deserves it. He deserves it. This 1747 is Charlie Kirk all day, every day. And again, the 448 is going back to the Israeli government, their connection with Donald Trump, with Elon Musk. And I'm feeling okay, Lee. I'm feeling okay. Yeah, I think Turkey will be too. Jaywood Mimi, I think so too. I do. I tell you something else. If anybody has been following the Delphi case with Richard Allen's going to be in transit tomorrow on the 4th, March 4th. He'll be in transit all day tomorrow, all day long. There's going to be a lot of new things that could be coming out for Richard Allen. I don't know what it is. I haven't looked at it for a long period of time, but that is definitely going to be in transit tomorrow. So if I were to bounce back and forth to the different agencies, to the different, the CIA, the Secret Service, our Defense Intelligence, the FBI, if I were to go back and forth, it would blow your mind because all of March, going into April, has everything to do with propaganda. And on the 12th, there's going to be a huge weight on the Secret Service. So when I tell you that I feel like that they are preparing us for some type of event or events that is coming to the United States because of the terrorists, don't buy it. It's not going to be a terrorist. It's going to be them. It's going to be them. You know, they take out their own. They took out Charlie Kirk. They don't mind taking us out. They don't mind taking our kids out. They don't mind doing any of that. And the sooner that the United States of Israel wakes up to this shit, the better off we're going to be. The better off we're going to be. I don't condone any country taking over and making decisions for our country. But it is what it is. I can't fix, manage, control it. But I'm telling you, this month is absolutely crazy. Cray cray. I've even been looking at Nebraska, Missouri, California, China, the Atomic Energy Act as well, because we could be seeing some of that. You know, we could be seeing some of that with the atomic energy, with these, you know, because when I'm looking at this and I see that their dark moon is in Sagittarius and the dark moon is in Sagittarius, we've got to take a step back. There's a lot of energy that they have connection wise with California and New Mexico. California and New Mexico with the Atomic Energy Act. And you can see that when I stopped that last chart, the moon in Sag was at a 2541. So I want to look at this, and let me just say this too. Hillary Clinton has this 1814. The Atomic Energy Act has that as well. This 0027 is found. Let me just show you shit. Let me show you Nettie, BB, and the Atomic Energy Act. You know, anything that's been created, I can make a chart for it. I can make a chart for it, no problem. Area 52. Yeah, okay, so you want me to look at Nevada with that? Or Nevada? Hey, Smack Talker, good to see you. So I want you to see something because the Atomic Energy Act it rises at a 0027 in Libra. It descends with war, okay? It descends with Aries at a 0027. And that degree is exactly a connection that Netanyahu has in the ninth house of travel, of long travels with missiles, with children, with attention, with competitiveness, okay? Lots of competition with him. This is not Israel, this is him. So before the dark moon comes and sits on his ascendant, it's going to come and sit right here with the Atomic Energy Act 947. Let's look at it. Let's look at it. 947. Because we need to be, we need to be keeping an eye on this, see how it all plays out. So we're going to look at that would be the day before. So again, that's going to be on the 18th. Well, we're going to see it the evening of Tuesday. Yeah. So that's what it is, guys. This is the evening. This is it. This is it. Boom, bam. This is it. It's going to shake Israel up. It's going to shake China up. Ooh, Lordy. This is a big one. Okay, Jaywood Mimi, see you later. Thank you for coming in. This is, okay, so this 808 is the United States. The United States is faded here. Oh, shit. This could be Nevada. There's testings. There's things. Oh, there's Homeland Security. Okay, let's look at this. This is big, big. Let me pull up the United States. Hold on. Hold up. United States is big. Let's pull them up. And I wonder if I should look at Nevada or if I should look at New Mexico, where I need to be looking at here, because this is looking like it's going to be at home. Okay, so the United States, 947 with the Energy Act. Oh, shit. Hold on. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this one. United States and March 17th. This is it. This is it. This is it, because this is about the values. We're going quick. It's going quick. It's that those are the missiles, but is it atomic? There's some type of, this is going to be it could be a big ass explosion here. The weight of home is on the Secret Service. We have Saturn slowing the Homeland Security down. The sun is shining in an opposition of China. But that 2732 is our Pluto, but it's in an opposition of China. Oh man, what's happening? So the war, the goddess of war, is an 808, and that is exactly where the lunar nodes will be, making contact with the United States of America. Could this be in the sea? No, this is, no. Mm-mm. Interesting. The moon is reflecting the wisdom of the states. The wisdom of the states. So that's one of our states, maybe? The 517 quickly comes to that 518 just a second later. And then now there's information coming in. There's information that's coming in about the health. China. $349, 140. The energy here with the health, the 2455, 58. That could definitely be Lebanon. Just hasn't hit them yet. Okay, we have 2453, 2453, and that is exactly where Eris and Chiron have just come over. They're setting us up for something. I'm telling you. They're setting us up. And the dark moon is now in Virgo. They're setting us up. Yeah, they're doing it behind our backs. Yeah. Hey, Michelle. Let me look at Nevada. Hold on. Let me look at Nevada. Let me look at it. If they're going to set us up. Now, I do see Colorado. Let me tell you what I think that's March 7th. It's just wild. I can't even keep up, guys. I can't even keep up with this. It could be Nevada. Hold on. March 17th. Could be. Hey, Shauna, good to see you, hon. Orbit Traction says, I am 2.5 hours from Area 50. Oh, shit. Okay, let's check this out. Let's check this out. Let me just kind of look at it for a second and see because I don't know. It could be Nevada. Oh gosh, it could be. Oh shit. Because the North Node is going to come right here. The North Node is going to leave that 808. Yep. It's going to leave that 808 and it's going to make its way down in degree to an 802. Well, damn. Let me see if I can see anything else. Lord. 947. Mm, 358. I think that it could be, but it's going to be with a relationship. So what would be the relationship? Are they going to, oh my God. Could be Nevada. Where is, we got Hygeia and the 8th house of 2631. I don't think it's going to be Nevada. 26, 25. A relationship at a 2646. It could be. Because there's a, let's see. Mm, Let me get that north node to the 802 and see. I don't know. It could be New Mexico. 418. There's 51. No, this is, I'm still thinking Lebanon. Hmm. Whatever it is, it's not good. Wherever it's going to end up, it's not good because that's the atomic energy. It's definitely going to be expanding again. It's definitely going to be expanding Virginia. Eight zero four 955 802. Okay, so that's the 17th. Let's look at Nevada. Lord, are the aliens going to come? They're going to come to life or what? So 802 right there. Oh shit. That's exactly when Mercury will station. There's going to be an opposition with Tomas on this day, guys. I'm just saying there's an opposition with him too. I can see that. Nevada. An opposition with the car. Huge weight on the Secret Service with Nevada. Let me look at that. Let me look at their chart. Let's look at this. Again, the 17th and the 19th. Could it be that the dark moon is going to make contact here with the 942, and then that's the atomic energy act of 947 with the dark moon? It could be. Could be. Hmm. I need to look at Homeland. No, Homeland's that's not Homeland. That could be the it's not the FBI. $802. So the North Node is going to be right here the evening of the 19th with Nevada. Hmm. I'm still seeing, I do. I still see the Middle East though. I still see them. It's definitely all about oil. It's definitely all about oil, guys. It's all about oil. Okay, Army vet, talk to you later. Missouri. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, preventing oil shipments, that's for sure. There's going to be a big old shakeup with Israel and in China. China. Hmm. This is crazy to me because I mean I'm seeing other cases too. I'm seeing other cases like Sebastian. I'm seeing Sebastian Rogers missing out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. I'm seeing him in a big way with yeah, golly. This is crazy. This seems like it would be a big day for Sebastian. Big day. Possibly a lead coming in. A lead coming in for Sebastian Rogers. Having to do with Kathy Bowersox. Kathy Bowersox, and yeah, she is definitely responsible. But let's see. And then the twentieth with Nancy Guthrie. So the 19th, it's a big day, and then the 20th is going to be with Nancy. Philippines. Okay, let me look at the Philippines. Oh, they must only have one L. That's right. It'd be with the Philippines and China. Oh, I think you're right. Yep, I think you're right. Damn. Why are they messing with the Philippines? It is. But there's a joint effort with the United States and China with the Philippines, though. And Elon Musk. And Elon Musk. Oh, yeah. It is with the Philippines, Shauna. It is because that 448 is going to come and shake them up. Not and just momentarily. This is going to be happening. And then, oh, Mars has just went over. What's going on in the Philippines right now? Because Mars has just went over that. over there, Chiron. Taiwan. South Korea leaders pledge closer cooperation. South Korea and Philippines to deepen ties in defense. Shipbuilding. Oh, damn. Everybody's just making moves, making moves. We're just making deals, making moves. Yeah, this too shall pass. And Taiwan, yeah. Wild. I think Elon is I don't think that he's a good guy. I don't. I don't think that he's a good guy. The more that I see that his involvement in things, the more that it's wild to me. The physician is definitely on Mercury today. Physician Apollo is making contact with the Philippines with Mercury. What is Mercury? Mercury is the media. It's about conversation. What else is Mercury? Mercury is about exchange and commerce. It's about trading. It's commerce. So it's about shipments and trading. So that's why we see that going on with the Philippines today. Makes perfect sense. Perfect sense, guys. Can't make it up. Can't make it up. Okay. Let me go back and look at these at the 7th, because March 7th is when I'm seeing Colorado. I don't know why. Let me look at Colorado. Something's up here. And I want to say it's with March 7th that I'm seeing it, the 2605. Yeah. So, Colorado, there's something going on in Colorado. Their magnetism in the ninth house. Their magnetism is going to be make contact by Zeus for 24 hours. So, for 24 hours, Zeus is going to be making contact with their Zeus. This is going to be something to really keep our eye on, see how this is going to express itself, because Colorado, and there's something that is going that will be happening on the 7th with Colorado, and then it's going to transfer. That energy transfer will take place on the 19th with Nevada. Okay, so Nevada having that north node at an 802 in Pisces. Well, that 802 in Pisces connects to Colorado. So there's going to be a breakup with Colorado. And it's about the health. It could be about, it could be about the death. It could be about things of the past with drugs, or could be a big earthquake. It could, I don't know. But it's definitely something that we may not be able to see quite clearly because it's in Pisces. Could be tricky, playing tricks. But this is going to be in transit all day long for Colorado. So we need to keep an eye on this. Definitely need to be keeping an eye on this. Because whatever connection that they have, that Colorado has with Nevada, is going to be showing itself this month, beginning March 7th. So I don't know if y'all can tell me what you think that this could be. I'm open to what you guys think. Yeah, Cinderella, I just can't trust him at all with his wanting to make Mars great again. There is definitely a connection with Colorado, the Philippines. There's a connection with, maybe it is about exchanges and commerce. I don't know. But there is something that is going to be taking place beginning on the 7th that's going to transfer from Colorado and into Nevada. So could that be an earthquake? Could it be something else? I don't know. This 2605 that is going to be in transit. The dark moon is going to be in an 837. This is in the 5th house. Is it going to be about a shooting? Something that has taken place in the past of Colorado? Makes you wonder. Venus will have just come and set right here. See, Venus is at a 144. And so this 141, she's going to come and sit there. So it could be about, it could be about drugs, marijuana. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea. And like I said, I've been groggy to the point to where I'm just like, I don't even know. But on the 7th, there's going to be an opposition with Tommaso. It's also going to shake things up with Kentucky on Saturday, March 7th. There's going to be a shakeup in Kentucky. Hmm. So interesting to me that there's going to be on the 7th too, there's also going to be issues again with Secret Service. Secret Service is just not, they are not that type of, they're not on the up and up. None of these agencies are. There's going to be a lot of things happening with Kentucky on this day, though. With Kentucky. Could have to do with things with Nancy's case. I don't know. Because I can see that as plain as day, too. This is a big time period with her, but also with Scott. It's just so much to see here. My God. Here's the Secret Service right here with the communications, and that's Sunday morning, early Sunday morning. They're not hearing something, they're not seeing it. There's definitely it's big with Nancy. Major transformation with the Secret Service. Colorado. Lots of disordered aggression that is going against Kentucky. Canada. Things going on in Canada. There's definitely something happening in Canada. Donald Trump. Canada, Donald Trump, Colorado, and the Secret Service are having problems. There is so much else to see here. I'm just going to have to start writing it all down and put out a damn post. Because I'm just like, wow. All of March. It's cray cray. March is crazy. March is crazy. Then we get into, let's see, right there. This is Ohio and Tennessee, the Ohio Valley. We can see things going on in the Ohio Valley. It could have to do with storms, but again, there is going to be a reigniting of a flame with Israel and Elon. A reigniting of a flame with Elon and Israel. Again, we could be seeing a fate with a lead that is coming in with Sebastian Rogers. And I don't know how this is going to express itself, but I'm seeing it. Then we got this letting go with the state of Tennessee, with Arizona on the 13th. A lot of stuff going down on the 13th. This is 1:00 in the morning. But again, we are doing a lot of warring in the middle of the night. A lot of warring in the middle of the night. So March 13th, you know what? You know what? Huh. What about, and then Arizona? Arizona. California. Let me see this. Hold on. What about that comet? Isn't that comet supposed to be around here somewhere? The comet. Remember the comet? Did it already do that? Mm-mm. Okay, let's look at this. 2 hours ago, Comet 3I Atlas approaches Jupiter and trajectory must undergo gravitational something. Interstellar comet shines a new image photo of the day for March 2nd. That's what we were seeing. Things were going to take place yesterday with that comet. Completely forgot about that. European Space Agency spacecraft captures close-up image. That's what I was seeing for the space agencies. Okay. Okay, so that could be something. That could be something that we may be talking about again. That's wild to me. It's just wild. Hey, Witchy Mama. Hey, Witchy Mama. It's going to be a shakeup with Kentucky. And the connection that Tomas has with Kentucky is going to oppose him. There's going to be an opposition with him. That's on the 7th. So we'll have to keep an eye on this stuff. We'll keep talking about it, keep looking at it, keep talking about it. But I just wanted to come on for a little bit and go, hey, I'm watching, keeping an eye out because this month is cray cray. And the things that were taking place with Iran, the things that are taking place with Iran, I mean, that's foreseen. It's just the problem is that I have with all of this is the fakery, all the fake BS. They're going to blame it on somebody, and it's really, them attacking us from within, just like they did Charlie Kirk. Just like they could have done that with Nancy Guthrie. Because the more that I look at her Facebook and I realize the people that she was going against were radical right. I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to think that it's more common sense, that it's not as crazy conspiracy wise as, we would think, but I think it's all possible. The FBI, the Secret Service, all of these agencies are shit. When people are like, oh, we should bring in the FBI, you should bring in the FBI, you should bring in this one, you should bring in that one. Well, they're all corrupt. So which one do you really want in? Because they're all corrupt. They're all corrupt, guys. I'm doing okay, Witchy Mama. I'm still feeling a little blah from, getting my tooth pulled yesterday. Yeah, this too will pass. This too will pass, and we can't fix, match, control anything. All we can do is just the best we can do each and every day. Take each day as it comes. Try not to worry. Try not to stress out. My daughter's stressed out. She's worried about it. I do see that, there's a lot that we still have to go through, but isn't that life? Isn't that life? There's always things for us to have to go through. Yeah, they can't find Epstein associates, but we can find we can find them in a bunker. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, guys. It's ridiculous. You can't believe everything that you hear. They have been dumbing us down for so many years. Dumbing us down, trying to fix, manage, control the narrative. Don't look over here, look over here. I mean, you've got all of these leaders that want to hang out with kids, but we shouldn't talk about that. We shouldn't talk about that. You got all these leaders wanting to hang out with kids. But let's distract. Let's talk about other things. Yeah, we found Saddam in a hole. Shit, we found Osama bin Laden. We threw him in the ocean. If anybody believes that, you got problems. Anybody that believes that we went and got Osama and threw him in the ocean, you got some problems. The man is still alive. He's doing fine. Okay, he's doing just fine. My gosh. You still think it's a cover up for the Epstein interview Savannah did, and I feel like it's revenge. It could be, yeah. I mean, look, that's the first thing that I said was, oh my God, it's we've got, it's Alan Dershowitz. I still haven't let him off the hook. I'm still waiting, seeing what other people are going to be talking about, because we have Nancy on her Facebook. If you go to Nancy's Facebook, she is talking about the things that were going down in Minnesota. She was talking about ICE. She was going against ICE. She was going against President Trump. And you can't do that. You can't go against ICE, can't go against Trump, can't go against Israel. Otherwise, you're going to be abducted. Girl, yes, Epstein war virus. My gosh. Seems like that's what it is. Savannah interviewed Alan Dershowitz. She went to her hometown. It makes more sense that it's a cover up, because that's what everybody is doing. It's just covering everything up. Don't look here, look over here. But who knows, man? Who knows? I don't know that she'll ever be found. I know that the Find Me group that I work with, they were finally able to talk with investigators yesterday, and they are following up again, asking us who is with the Find Me group for any places, the exact places that we think that Nancy could be found. And I sent mine. I sent mine. Gave coordinates, everything. So, yeah, she interviewed Virginia. She definitely did. She interviewed her. And of course, Alan Dershowitz says that he didn't have any relations with that woman. We know that Savannah's husband is Clinton's. They're all about the Democrats. So we just don't know. We just don't know. There's definitely a conspiracy surrounding this event for sure. And that's what it is. Just like with Sebastian Rogers, it's a conspiracy. It's all a conspiracy. All a conspiracy. Yeah, you can't trust Dershowitz. Complete liar. And who knows? I mean, he could have paid somebody off. He could have paid somebody off. It sounds crazy, but I mean, that's who was in the transit when she went missing, is him. It was him. For 2 weeks. Dershowitz was in the transit of her going missing. So I don't know. Don't know. Don't know, guys. But anyway, I'm going to jump off. I've been on here for an hour and a half. I just wanted to come on here and say, hey, I'm doing good. I'm Gucci right now. I don't know how I'm going to be in a couple of days, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't get no dry socket or nothing like that, but I'll be back on, still making videos, still doing my thing, right? Still talking about Nancy, still talking about these missing kids. I'm still going to be on, doing my thing. People forget that Trump supported the Clintons, even donated to both campaigns before he ran as a representative. It's just, they're all the same. They're all the same. They're all crooked. They're the biggest cartel we got. We can't be talking about this cartel and that cartel. They are the cartel. And it's about damn time that they all get exposed. And this is the time that they're going to be exposed. We're exposing it. Yeah. I hope not either. I hope not either. I'm trying to be ahead of the game, but today I am feeling groggy and kind of shitty. So, But I did want to come on and say, hey, doing all right. But I will be back on, if not later, Thursday or Friday. But anyway, guys, y'all take care. I will talk to you guys very soon. Peace out.